How you doing?
Mike Lindsley back here on the ML Sports Platter. We are on Main Street in glorious Cooperstown, New York. Bill Madlock is next to me, a baseball great, of course, had a great career, 4 batting titles as a third baseman. When you think back to your career, what's your key seminal time, your key moment? You know, if they were to make the Bill Madlock, resume plate, what would be at the top?
Well, I think winning the batting title on the last day of the season, it was against Ken Griffey Sr. He set out the last game of the season. I played and I went 4 for 4 on the last day to win it on the last day. And probably for the team is our 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is our 40th year anniversary this year. You know, I played with players like Willie Stargell, who's probably the greatest player ever played with on and off the field.
Yeah. That was the year I was born, by the way.
Thanks a lot. You make me feel young.
I turned 40 in December.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when the Cubbies won it all a few years ago?
Well, it was because I'm from Illinois, so I follow the Cubs. I think everybody across the United States follow the Cubs. There was only 2 stations back there. It was TBS with the Braves and WGN with the Cubs. So for them to win and bring such relief to the fans, but the only sad thing about it, Ernie didn't get to see it, and that was the sad thing about the whole thing because I think we won it the year after he died, and that was the sad thing about it.
How much do you follow the game today? I know we're kind of in between some autographs and stuff here as well, so if you need to take a timeout, we can do that, but how much do you follow the game today?
Not as much. Okay. Not as much because the game have changed so much.
Sabermetrics,
just a home run or strikeout, no hitting behind the run and no nothing.
Yeah. I'll give Bill Madlock a minute or two here to visit with some youngsters and sign some more autographs, and I'll explain what he's doing here on Main Street in Cooperstown to benefit a foundation. In the meantime, though, I will tell you that the ML Sports Platter is brought to you by our great friends at Bryant and Stratton College. Make sure that you go to bryantstratton.edu and check out all their 2-year degree options, their 4-year degree options. It's an awesome time to be a Bobcat with the academics and the athletics. The women's basketball program is starting soon. As you know, I have Danny Fersina weekly on the program. He is the head men's basketball coach of the Bobcats in Central New York. So make sure you go to bryantstratton.edu and go to bscbobcats.com for all of the athletic schedules and information as far as Bryant and Stratton College. We are also supported by the Allen Angus Pub, the Wolfenden Law Firm, and our terrific friends at Timberbanks Golf Club, the official golf club of the ML Sports Platter. And of course, Timberbanks Golf Club is the only Jack Nicklaus design in New York State. We're back here with Bill Madlock. He's been signing autographs. And why don't you get into a little bit about why you're here, Bill, in the first place, and promote whatever you'd like here? Well,
it's a Ferguson Jenkins Foundation. He does different charities all over the United States and Canada, but here, for sugar diabetes. I have diabetes, and a good friend of Fergie. We got Jesse Barfield, we got Pete Lecoq, we got Andre Dawson, we got Lee Smith who's going to be here. So they all support Fergie. Fergie's, one of the great pitchers of all time, and on top of that, Fergie and I was traded for each other.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
He went to Texas. I went to Chicago.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Hardest pitcher you ever faced?
Oh, that's no doubt Fergie Jenkins. No, I was just kidding. I never faced Fergie. Yeah, Steve Carlton.
Really?
Yeah, he was by far the toughest pitcher I ever faced.
What was it about him? Was it the makeup, the way he came at you? Was it the curve? What did he have that gave you trouble?
The slider. It wasn't the curve, it was the slider. Yeah, the slider right there.
What would you, when you watch, I know you don't follow it as much today, the game, but who would you like to face today?
These guys so hard now. It's not like before, they had 1 or 2 guys throw 90 miles an hour, but now they have every guy on their team throw 95 plus.
Yeah.
And, one guy, and the guys you only face them one time almost.
Yeah.
They just keep coming in with a different pitcher. It seems like every other inning.
I have just a couple quick ones left, and then I'll let you be on with your day, and I can't thank you enough for doing this. What do you make of this Hall of Fame class this year?
Well, long overdue, I think, for Lee Smith. I mean, it's amazing that the writers went over him. Nothing against Suter or nothing against Eckersley, and Goose. They all deserve a Hall of Fame. But at the time when Lee retired, when he came up, he's the leading save in baseball, and they went right past him. And one of the rest of the guys I don't know. I didn't watch Baines, but Martinez, I know he was a great hitter. He was a great hitter, and Holiday, I watched him on TV. He was a dog out there on the mound, and I forgot who else going in.
Mo Rivera is obviously the GOAT.
He's a GOAT because my wife from Panama, and
awesome.
And she wanted to come, but I was going all over before I got here, so I might buy her one of those Mario bats over there for $600. You got to be really nice to me.
Yeah, sure. One more quick one, 30 seconds. What are you most proud of?
Proud of in baseball or just in life?
Baseball.
Baseball, just been an opportunity to play the game as long as I did, and meet some of my lifelong friends. So people don't realize, just like when sports figures, they sometimes they forget that they're human. But these guys are friends, and I love them all.
Baseball great Bill Madlock. Great to catch up with you.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Mike Lindsley here. ML Sports Platter is brought to you by our great friends at Empower Federal Credit Union. Log on to empowerfcu.com. We are also supported by our terrific friends at Barks and Rec Doggy Daycare. And, wait for it, Glaze and Confuse. You want a great donut? Get to Glaze and Confuse in Syracuse right there on Clinton Street. They've got the Dizzy Pig. They got the regular cinnamon sugar. The whole thing. Go to Glazed and Confused in downtown Syracuse. They'll also help you out with any events. You can catch them at the New York State Fair. They're terrific. Glazed and Confused. Visit them online at glazedsyr.com. We'll try to keep covering a bunch for you here from Cooperstown. Hope you check in on the podcast throughout the day, week, month, you name it. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games.